Tony is not trying to help. Tony is not trying to help. You saying that, I'll talk about it with you intelligently for a few minutes before I go. Maybe this will be the last per se topic unless someone has more questions, because I got to go in a few minutes. So I will discuss it with you for a few minutes why Tony is no help, even though I don't like talking about the guy. But for you saying that, I'm about to block you. So not only am I not going to unblock Joe, I'm going to block you. Seriously. And so before I do block you, let me tell you why I'm going to block you. Here's why. Okay? Let me finish reading what you wrote first. Hold on. But he got mad that he got added to the group against his consent. And he got blocked. He says he's very sorry. I can't, it was a joke, but wants to come back. Miss Veal Parmigiana, let me explain something to you. And I really want to keep this short because it's getting late. I don't really want to be on it anymore. But let me address what you said. He has never been a help to me. He is a 50-year-old guy who puts stuff in front of my house, harasses me, porn. There's been porn in front of my house. He recently put a reclining chair with a note and a stuffed animal, and I know it's from him. I've known all along, but now it's obvious because the stuffed animal is the same who was living with him at the time, okay? And if you look in the video he made on YouTube, you'll see Goofy in the background. So obviously he forgot about that, but I always knew it was him. So the guy is not only harassing me, saying false stuff, which I'll get into in a second, and all that. He's coming to my house. He's harassing me. He's putting stuff in front of my door, right? Okay? And now I know 100% it's him. I've always known it's him because of the stuffed animal. So it's harassment. He's been harassing me. So someone his age no one really should harass people, but he's in his 50s. No, he shouldn't be doing that, okay? So that's number one. Number two, I don't have to prove a thing. Everyone has an opinion. I'm at a point in my life where I'm really starting not to care. I'm being honest about it. I mean, I'm emotional at times. Of course, I say things, but honestly, I'm at a point in my life where I really don't care anymore. What do I mean by I don't care anymore? Meaning that, I'll explain. Meaning I know what I do. I know who I am. I know my weaknesses. I know my strengths. I know what I have to work on. And whatever I don't know, I pray that I'll know more tomorrow. But until then, I'm very confident in who I've been and who I will be. And with that being said, I know without a shadow of a doubt that the character of the Jolly Cat has and does bring tremendous joy to a lot of people and a lot of laughter to a lot of people and a good message. And I know exactly the vision that's in my heart and I know where I'm going. Now, people like Tony have done nothing but make me out to be a miserable creep that is a phony and messed up and all these horrible things, and he goes out of his way to make it happen. He's also put voice recordings that I thought, when I spoke to him, I was saying things to him because I thought like it was between us. He took recordings and he put it on as a joke, and he recorded me and he put it out there. So the guy is not a nice guy. The guy is a malicious guy, and the guy is agreeing with people and adding to his own that I have no talent, that the Jolly Cat doesn't work, and he continues to tell me year after year, month after month, the Jolly Cat's not going to go anywhere. But you know what? I just had a very productive year as the Jolly Cat, and I can't wait to see what happens next year. I was on national television, okay? Big J. Okerson became a friend of mine. Giulio Gagliardi has booked me at a couple comedy shows, and there's some more coming up. I've grown, I've learned, I've messed up, I've fallen, I've got back up, and I know my character more, and I have more ideas moving forward, and you know, for the streets, the clubs, and hopefully for this film alike. So I know exactly where I'm going with the Jolly Cat, okay? And I know the joy it brings. So for you to say that Joe thought he was trying to help, the guy is a phony. And I don't even like talking about him, but since you mentioned I'm about to block you, at least I give you that. At least I'll tell you why. The guy is trying to say that he's trying to help. He just wants me to be miserable. He wants me to be miserable. Why? Because he's miserable. He wants me to be upset. Why? Because it gives him joy. He likes seeing me upset. He's admitted it. Of course, he don't say it like that. He says it in a different way, but that's what it comes down to. The guy just wants to see other people, in this case me, be miserable because he doesn't feel he made anything with his life, and that's the truth, because he really, I don't want to say much. And that's really that. So for you to say that that's how Joe felt, not only do I don't want to talk to him, I'm about to block you. So with all due respect, I got God bless you and all, but I'm about to block you. Because how can Joe fall for that he's trying to help? Because I always thought that Joe recognized that I'm a good entertainer and that I have something good to offer and I bring people. So everything that this guy's saying about me is obviously fabricated and false and exaggerated and made me to look like something I'm not, because they take the bad and they leave out the good. So I already spent too much. I got to go. That was my response. I could say more, but I'll leave it at that. You know what I mean? So, like I said, so, and I know what he wants. He wants me to retaliate, whatever the word is, retaliate. And he thinks that I give a crap that he's done all this. I don't even care. It hasn't even fazed me. It just made me think he's annoying, he's a piece of shit. And I don't want nothing to do with the guy. Seriously, it's all it did. And whoever's part of him, I don't want nothing to do with them either. Besides that, I don't care. It doesn't affect my daily life. I'm still doing the Jolly Cat. I'm still planning for the future. I'm still doing the clubs. I'm still street performing. What do you think? If everything Kiwi Farms and him did, you think, even though I got mad a little bit, what do you think? It's stopping me? It's not stopping me. Not only is it not stopping me, I'm even doing more of the Jolly Cat. I just told you about the show last night on the train. I told you about the ideas I have moving forward. The comedy show coming up in the club. I'm not stopping. I'm going even deeper now. I have more ideas for America's Got Talent now. I have more ideas for different shows, different performances. Are you kidding me? The guy is wasting his time. Because the guy ain't really trying to help me. The guy is trying to destroy me under the pretense that he's trying to help me. It's a psychological thing that I don't want to get into and I don't need to get into. So don't even say something like that. I'll block you so fast. Has the guy come to even one of my comedy shows ever? Never, not one. Biggest fan, biggest supporter, not one show. I'm not talking about on the streets, I'm talking about even in the clubs. Has Mr. Tony, who claims to be this whatever, not that I'll ever talk about him again, I'm only mentioning it because you brought him up. You think he ever came one time to see me perform in a club? Never. Because if he was such a big fan, he claimed to help, which I always knew all along was phony. You few people retarded, no offense. He would have came to a show. Why? Because he'd want to encourage me. He'd want to see what I can do better. He'd want to give me counsel, etc. He doesn't want to see me at clubs. Why? Because some of these clubs I'm doing pretty good. And I got people there that want to see me, etc. He don't want to see me in that light. He don't want to fucking see me in that light, excuse my language, before I get out of here. He don't fucking want to see me in a comedy club. Why the fuck would he want to see me in a comedy club? He wants to fucking see me on Facebook Live and barely anybody watch me fucking crumbling, snapping out. That's what he wants. So he can sit back and while he's fucking jerking off in his house all alone and fucking laugh. That's what he wants. And then get jerk offs like you to fucking laugh with him. With all due respect, that's kind of what I'm saying. You think he gives a fuck to come to one of my shows? No, he doesn't give a flying fuck. He never did. And I don't want nothing to do with the guy. I'm only bringing it up because you have the audacity to say something like that. He never fucking came once, and he never will. And if you ever fucking did it, only because now I said something, he wants to maybe come there and do some stupid shit. He's never fucking supported me one fucking day in his life. The guy's always abused my walk with God. He's always mocked my walk with Jesus. He always put down the Jolly Cat, and he does